Okay, it is the first Monday of 2023 for Kyushu Institute of Technology, 7D English presentations. Happy New Year, everyone. Let's make the last few classes good ones. Speaking of the last few classes, let's take a look at our schedule. I've had to make a few changes. So today, at the very top, you see the day is January 16th. And what I want to do today is get you ready for your group presentations. And those group presentations have now been moved from February 3rd, no, not 3rd, 7th to now, February 13th. The university contacted me and said that they want this test to be done on the last week of class. Even though I wanted to move the test much earlier, I wanted to make that February 8th. They want the test on February 13th, so I had to move it back. And in a way, that's good because that gives you extra time to practice. Now, that is the only main thing that has changed, but I still want to draw your attention to this. You have your written test on the 30th. That has not changed. And what is on the written test is pretty much everything that I have put on the Moodle, including all of the information in the reflections, all of the information in the textbook, the vocabulary that we studied. We'll be studying a bit more vocabulary today too. So basically, all of these reflections. So the reflections that we did from last week, this reflection with Amy Cuddy, some very important reflections, including the one from Apple, the things that I tried to teach you from the Stanford class, all of these reflections, that information in there, plus your own ideas on your own presentation style. You see, I don't want to make this written test about you remembering a lot of vocabulary and a lot of grammar. I want you to learn some presentation skills. So I want you to be able to tell me what you think you did well or what you thought you did badly in the test. And more than anything else, your presentations are more important than your written test. And I want to talk about that a little bit too. But before that, let's see, what was, oh yeah. So let's go back to today. Before I talk about the presentations for the pairs and the groups, so the most important information is I have moved the final group presentation to February 13th. Now, today, we will be choosing your groups. Now, a group, as best as we can, should be 4 people, okay? 4 people. Now, if there is a problem in the number of people that there are, I'll try to help you, but as best as you can, choose a group with 4 people. Now, I want you to choose your groups today. As a matter of fact, I already have some paper for you to write your group names. We'll talk about that later. But today, we'll be choosing your groups. We'll also be deciding your presentation topic and your research schedule. So after you get 4 people together, I want you to choose your research topic and your research schedule. That means the schedule that the 4 of you will meet and decide and practice and write your manuscript. Now, the manuscript that's due on this Sunday, okay, right there, that's due on this Sunday, okay, is the initial manuscript. So this is your first manuscript. Next week, I want you to give me an improved manuscript. So that's our normal schedule, the primary manuscript, and then next week on the 23rd, you'll be giving me your improved manuscript. So next week, we'll have the material to actually practice. You'll practice, you'll see where your problems are, change the manuscript, and then submit that to me by February 5th. So this first manuscript, okay, this one here, that's due this Sunday, don't worry too much about it being perfect, but I want you to at least know what your topic is and generally who will say generally what, okay? As always, you have a reflection on this one on misleading graphs, how graphs can make you think that some information is right when actually it's not really correct. I want you to give me that by tonight at 11 p.m. And after we're done here, I want to get your group names on here as well too. We'll do a little bit of Quizlet, and I hope to give you a little bit of my impressions about the pair presentations that you did last week. If you have any questions, please make sure that you contact me at JDM Cruz. Otherwise, let's try to have a good class today, everyone.